Previously on One Life to Live.
Nora, I wasn't expecting you.
I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to find yourself a job.
Tell me this baby is mine and not Al's.
I can't because I'd be lying.
You keep her away from me and Blair, and I will be extremely grateful.
Who's Paloma Sanchez?
Have you had enough of the Bible? Are you saying
Mommy, come here.
I'm just so full? That's all. I'm so full, Mommy. Yes, I am. I am so full.
Mommy, didn't you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was feeding Jack.
Do you want to see the picture that I colored?
Well, I'd like to right now, but he hasn't quite finished his bottle yet. And if he doesn't eat it all, you know how he screams.
All he does is eat meow.
You want to take the rest of this? Are you going to take the rest? Are you sure? Do I need to go with you? Oh, yeah, sure. Should I go with you?
Stupid coloring book.
You're jealous, aren't you, that I made Ben Jack's godfather?
No, not at all. But I was surprised.
Well, I kind of owed Ben one.
That's okay. I think he'll make a terrific godfather.
We done?
No, not yet. You're evading something.
I mean, wedding something?
No, I suggest that I take a look at Jack's adoption papers, and suddenly you switch into classic Todd mode.
Todd mode?
Yeah, you sneak off and make these mysterious phone calls, and I hear you telling somebody about this Paloma Sanchez to keep her away from you or something.
You know, amidst all this chaos, it's very nice to know that some things never change.
You mean our partnership?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Oh, I love you so much.
Love you too.
Yeah. Let's talk about Todd for a second. I mean, how strange was he today? And yet oddly happy.
Yeah, he was happy, and he is odd.
But this might be very good for him, you know? I mean, having some semblance of a normal life.
Define normal.
Oh, come on. I think he really, really does want to be like the rest of us. So he and Blair might have a shot at it this time.
Well, we wish him well.
Yeah.
But I know one thing. They won't be as happy as we are.
No, they won't. You know something? Seeing Todd today with the baby and, you know, talking about adoption, it kind of made me think.
Excuse me, but right here where it says references, is that really necessary?
Only if you want the job.
Oh, sure. Okay.
How many times do I have to kick you out before you stay out?
Renee,
The soup kitchen's downtown.
I didn't come for a handout.
Really?
No, quite the opposite. I'm here to offer my services.
Don't you know how I feel about you? There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. All right. Here goes nothing.
Hi, got a sec?
Nora. Hey. Come on in. What are you doing here?
Incorporation papers. You need to initial a spot. Somehow it got past us.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. You seemed a little flustered when you stopped my little walk with the papers.
Here.
Look, Nora, I know it was a little awkward with Lindsay being there and all.
Done?
You could have just messaged her that it was over. So why the house call?
Where's Jen, man? Is she okay?
She's pregnant.
Get your hand off me.
You did this to her. You're gonna pay.
I'm not pregnant.
What do you mean?
I mean, I got my period. I was just late, that's all. This all was just a huge mistake.
Well, at least now you know. You won't let that happen again, will you?
No. But how did this happen to begin with?
I brought these papers myself because I wanted to speak to you personally.
I see. Please, sit down.
No, thank you. Look, it wasn't until I went to your loft that I realized just how far you would go to find out Lindsay's involvement in my drugging and kidnapping.
I told you. I'm willing to go all the way.
So to speak.
You're saying you don't like my tactics, huh?
No. You're having sex with Lindsay.
And that bothers you.
You can have anyone you want in your personal life, but sleeping with Lindsay.
Well, don't you worry about it. I can handle her.
All right, well, something else that I need to discuss with you. You've been saying a few things to me recently that I have actually found very disturbing.
Okay, such as?
That you care for me. And that you're doing this for me.
Anything else?
And that you would do anything for me, and I don't want that.
I don't believe you.
All right, Dr. MacGyver, you're going to do anything you want to do anyway, so I might as well just come right out and ask you. If you get this, what you want, you get Lindsay to confess to my drugging and my kidnapping, what is it that you expect from me in return?
Oh, you are such a handsome man, Jack Manning. Yes, you are. Yeah. You're a pretty baby. You're just so pretty. You're just my pretty boy. Yes, you are.
Perfectly like Cinderella.
You're super. What?
I said the rat that ate Pittsburgh is playing. Can we go say it?
Oh, well, Star, you know what? Now that we have Jack, we're going to have to start planning our little special events, okay? It's going to be tough with the babies.
Why? All he does is eat, burp, and whine.
Well, that's what you did when you were his age.
He's boring. Why don't we train him to do something?
Star, Jack isn't a puppy. Jack's going to learn to do things in his own time. Aren't you, big boy? Yeah.
What a waste. Should have asked for a puppy instead.
No,
You know what, you wouldn't.
No, I don't buy it. I think these adoption papers and this Sanchez person, whoever she is connected.
Okay, you need to go lie down for Dr. Ray, because you're living in a fantasy world.
Now, I would let you hang yourself, Todd, but there's a child involved. So are you going to tell me the truth? Or do I ask Blair why you're so hell-bent on keeping this Paloma person far away from here?
You slept with Jen, and you got her pregnant.
No, man, I don't know what you're talking about, okay? Jen has always loved
You didn't waste any
She loves
time, did you,
not
Al?
me. Give me a break.
Come on, man, don't give me that
Garbage.
just a good friend bull. Is that your act? Is that how you get what you want?
Listen, I was there. You weren't.
That's not how it was, and you know it. I'm on to you, man. I know the truth.
Oh, yeah? The truth? What's that? Some dirt that you dragged up from Sean and Molly, huh?
I got it from Jen. She told me what you did.
So, Jen's really pregnant.
Oh, come on, man. What'd you think would happen? You didn't even try to protect
Listen,
her.
we didn't plan this thing, all right?
You took advantage of Jen when she was down and out.
She was down and out because of you, okay? And I never took advantage of Jen. I wouldn't, I couldn't, I love her.
Right, that's it.
No, that's not it. I'm glad that she's pregnant. I'm even more glad
The baby is mine.
How did this happen? I mean, how did the test come out positive?
Well, honey, those tests aren't 100% accurate. It says on the box you're supposed to consult with a doctor.
Well, I read the box. It also said errors are usually false negative, not false positive.
Well, what other explanation could there be? Oh, Jan, I know what it is. I'm sorry.
About what?
The same thing happened to me when you were away at school.
What are you talking about?
Honey, I think you had a miscarriage.
No, I didn't have a miscarriage. I wasn't pregnant.
Well, what else could it be?
How did this happen? How did I get in this mess?
Are you saying you want us to adopt a baby?
Us? No. I mean, why? Do you want a baby?
Oh, I'm happy with the life we have.
Well, me too, but I mean, seeing Todd with Jack today, did
Did you smell that kid's diaper? No. My life is full.
Yeah, so is the diaper. No, my life is full too. But there's one little thing about it that's not quite right.
Your services. There's nothing that you have that I want.
Now, Renee, just hear me out, all right? Now, believe it or not, I do have hidden talents. And there's plenty that I can do for you.
There is nothing that you can do for me. Except get out of my life, my restaurant. Get out of town, Gabrielle.
Renee, Lambview was once my home, and it's my home again now. And I truly hope that in time, you and I could perhaps be friends.
Are you on something? What were you doing just now with my restaurant manager?
I was filling out a job application. As I said, I have
hidden talents. I'm not in that line of work any longer.
Well, actually, I was thinking that maybe you could use a party planner or an events organizer. All the best places have those now. And with my talents, my designing talents, I could really turn this place around.
I don't need your designing talents.
But if it's the salary you're worried about, we don't have to talk about that yet. I could start on a commission basis.
Gabrielle, I saw what you did to Ace's mansion. I saw what you did to his life. I don't want you anywhere in this space.
I know this is your domain, Renee, and I respect that. I do. Perhaps I could be the hat check girl out there.
You're broke. Asa kicks you out. Bo takes you in. What happened? Is Bo expecting you to earn your keep? Good. Bo hasn't lost it yet.
Well, they don't need her. Many other people in this town are going to help me. Sure of it.
Can't get one by you, can I, Sam?
So spill it.
Okay, Paloma was Blair's midwife down in Mexico. At least she said she was a midwife.
So why did you deliver the baby if Blair had a midwife?
Well, because when the baby showed up, Paloma was off picking peyote or something. By the time she came back, it was too late. It's her fault. That baby died. Get rid of it.
Senor.
You heard me. Just get rid of it. That midwife screwed everything up. And after what she's put Blair through, I don't ever want to see her ever again.
I wouldn't think she'd want to see you either.
Yeah, but she's been calling, Sam.
Why? What does she want?
What you want is wrong. God will punish you.
She feels guilty. She says that Blair's baby is the only baby that she ever lost, and she wants Blair to forgive her. And I told her to go see a priest, but she just won't quit. So I have some friends that are Mexican authorities, and I've told them to make sure that this woman doesn't bother us ever again.
Does Blair know? Maybe she wants to talk to her.
No.
Shouldn't she have that option?
I don't want this woman anywhere near Blair.
Who? Todd? What are you talking about? Who's it you don't want me anywhere near?
You ruined Jen's life, and you're happy about it? Whose life are you more concerned with? Hers or yours?
Ours. Our life together.
Your life together, huh? Well, you should have thought of your life together before you dumped her, packed up, and moved to New York City.
Saved her life, man. That guy wanted her dead.
Granted, that's great. But couldn't you have found a way that didn't make her feel like a piece of garbage?
That is over.
Yeah, well, while it was still happening, it killed her, man. What would have happened? Huh? What would have happened if I wasn't there to comfort her? If I wasn't there to help her?
Well, she wouldn't be pregnant for one.
You crushed this girl. I was there to see it. If you had seen it, I'm telling you, you would never forgive yourself.
You know what? I really don't need to hear this from
You know what? I really don't care about what you need to hear. I am not going to let you turn what happened between me and Jen into some ugly thing. It was something special. For both of us.
Yeah, well, it's unforgettable now, isn't it?
I made her feel loved. When she couldn't even pick up her own head, I made her feel worthy and beautiful when there was nobody around to help her. And look, something great came out of it. We made a baby.
So what are you going to do now?
I don't know. But you know what I do know? Is that if Jen loved me, I'd never lie to her. And I certainly wouldn't walk out on her. You don't deserve this girl.
When I found out I was late, I freaked out.
Well, that's understandable.
I really didn't even feel any different. But Al and I didn't use anything. That's why I took the pregnancy test. I didn't even want anybody to know about it, but then you found the box.
So?
After I took the test, I just kept waiting. I felt like my life was about to change forever.
Well, that's what happens when you're
Will you just give me a minute? Carlotta came by and you were very rude to her.
Well, I was rude to her because the woman hates
And
me.
then Christian came by and he told me, he warned me about you. And then he went.
And that's when you found out the results of
No,
the
that's
test.
when you found out the results of the test. You looked at them before you even showed them to me.
What difference does it make who saw the results of the test first? The point is you were pregnant.
No, I wasn't.
You saw the results of that test. We both did.
Oh, my God. You changed the test results. You did this to me.
We were talking about your midwife down in Mexico.
Paloma? Well, what about her?
Nothing. It's just I was telling Sam that she had called and that she was reminding us of things that were really better left forgotten.
Yeah, actually, I never thought I'd hear from her again, and she called out of the blue. It was kind of unsettling.
Yeah, of course it was.
She got to hold our little boy. I never got to.
Blair, do you have to relive the whole thing right
No,
now?
it's okay. I actually thought I would never get over losing our son.
I can't imagine what that feels like.
I'll never forget him. You know, he was a part of me for so many months. He'll always be with me.
Blair, you're going to get all upset now and this baby's going to start to cry.
No, that's what I was going to say.
What, that this baby's going to start to cry?
That now that we have this special little boy, I now can see a future for our family. Before, it was like I was drowning in a sea of sadness. And then we got this baby, and it's like a miracle. I love him so much.
It's your turn to be happy, Blair.
Thank you, Sam.
Uh-huh. Yours, too.
Well, I am going to put this boy down. Goodbye, Daddy. Goodbye, Sam.
Bye, Jack.
When are you going to learn to trust me, Sam?
I guess I'm used to you operating on more than one level all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm deep.
I'm sure. Just like I'm sure I'll get used to the new, improved you. Eventually. Thanks for proving me wrong today.
Hey, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Spike has a girlfriend?
No. Enough living things in this house already. I think we have our hands full.
Spike doesn't?
Well, maybe Spike would like to help me put together this bouncy thing for baby Jen.
Baby, baby, baby. Sick of hearing it already. After the rat movie, can we get ice cream?
Oh, look, Todd. Isn't he the smartest, best-looking, most wonderful little person in the whole wide world?
He's the kid I always wanted. My son.
What about me?
Did you hear one of those nasty little bees?
Just the sweet sound of our baby burping. A burp, 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 baby
Oh,
burping.
you're the sun, the moon, and the stars to us, little baby.
No way! I'm Star! I'm Star!
Did you say the name Star?
Why would I? I don't know anyone named Star.
Me neither.
I'm Star! It's me!
Oh, burp, burp, burp,
You're just the sweetest little thing. I want to eat you.
I am!
Give mommy a big kiss, sweet baby. Oh, God.
I've got to fix this and fast.
Finding out that Natalie was my daughter certainly hasn't changed the way I feel about Jessica.
I think Jessica knows that. I mean, you're the only mother she's ever had.
I know, but that's the problem. I'm not really her mother, not legally. And I'd like to change that.
You're gonna adopt Jessie.
Well, it isn't my two favorite people.
Really?
Vicky, I wondered if I could have a moment of your time in private. I promise you, it'll be worth a while.
Well, might as well get it over with. Send up a flare if you need me.
Vicky, you look absolutely splendid tonight.
What do you want? She's crazy. I mean, the nerve of her coming in here after all the names that she's called me, not to mention what she did to Asa. She was going to charge her entire lunch on Asa's tab.
That's gutsy.
Gutsy? It's unforgivable.
You see, I read where your personal secretary turned out to be your long-lost daughter. That must have been quite a shock.
It was. What do you want?
Well, I thought you might be needing another.
Secretary? You?
Yes, why not? Well, I know who's who in Lambview, and I'm well-educated and overqualified, really, and I come from a very good family.
If you think that I would even let you in my front door, much less near anything personal of mine, you're really crazy. Forget it.
Well, I'm sorry, Vicky. Perhaps that was a little presumptuous of me.
Yes.
Well, how about a position at the Banner? That might better suit my talents.
Oh. Well, which talents are we talking about now? Lying? Cheating? Selling yourself for money? Oh, how about murder?
I don't know why people think you're such a lady. You're really just an elitist snob.
You ladies through?
Mm-hmm. Quite. But Ben, I'd certainly like to talk to you in private for a moment.
Why would I tell you you're pregnant if you aren't?
Why wouldn't you? You set up that disgusting website to destroy Christian. You paid Shauna to say she slept with them. This is right up your alley.
You saw the result of that test. I couldn't fake that.
How hard is it to turn one blue line into two? Is that what you did?
Of course not. And if I had, why would I have suggested that you take that test for a second time? You're the one that decided not to. And another thing, I did not want you to be pregnant. Your life hasn't even started yet.
Yes, it has, Mom. When are you going to realize that?
You're not making any sense, Jess. Why on earth would I do something like this?
Is that what kind of guy you think I am? You think I do things for women just so I can get something out of them later?
I don't know what kind of a guy you are.
Right. Well, you know, you could just ask.
You keep telling me you're doing this for me. I want to make something perfectly clear. I never asked you to do it. I'm with Sam now. And no matter what happens at the end of this, I will always be with Sam.
I know that.
I mean, if you get Lindsay to confess...
Look, Nora, let's get something straight here, okay? If I do get Lindsay to confess, I'm not just doing it for you. This is something that I need for me.
Well, because of Colin?
Yes. And because of me.
Troy, just because you look alive...
I don't even expect you to understand, Nora. I don't expect anyone to understand unless they've woken up every day of their lives and looked into a mirror and realized it wasn't a mirror. It was another you. Do you have any idea what it's like growing up with someone who knows you so well that most of the time, words aren't even necessary because you're thinking exactly the same thing?
Okay, Troy, don't do this to yourself.
I know that what Colin did to you terrified you, and you know how I know? Because I saw the expression on your face the first time that you saw me.
I've gotten past that, and you know it.
And that's great, Nora. But I haven't. Every time I walk past a mirror, Colin is there. We were so much a part of each other's lives that it's almost as if... Look, Nora, I want to help you. I do. But I have to prove that somehow Lindsay pushed my brother over the edge. Because when I think of what my identical twin did to you, there had to be something else going on. Somehow, Lindsay made him do it.
Okay. But do you see what's going on here,
Yes,
Troy?
I do see what's going on. I am getting closer to the truth.
At what cost? Troy, you're sleeping with Lindsay. That's something that Colin would do.
Ben, I have this wonderful idea. I could make over Crossroads for you. I could raise the level of clientele, get that je ne sais quoi.
So Asa tossed you out without a cent?
Yeah. Why is it you can see straight through me?
Maybe because you're transparent?
You know, Ben, since the moment I met you, I felt a special bond between us. And now that Asa has hurt both of us so terribly...
I guess the glue didn't stick, huh?
Glue? What glue?
Don't you remember you were going to be the glue that stuck this family back together or something like that?
Yeah, well, things didn't work out exactly as I had them planned. But, you know, I'm very strong, and I am going full speed ahead with my design career, so perhaps I could...
Well, I wish I could help you, but I can't. Unless you want to bust tables. All the peanuts you can eat.
I got peanuts.
Did she hit you up for a job?
Oh, kind of. Let's forget about her. We were talking about something very important.
Yes, we were. I really, really want to adopt Jessica. And then there won't be any doubt in anyone's mind as to who her parents really are.
I think it's a brilliant idea. I mean, Clint and you are her parents in every other way. And once you adopt her, nobody, including Allison Perkins, can make her question that ever again.
That's right. You know what? I'm going to go call Clint and talk to him about it, and then we'll talk to Jessie.
Good luck in your hunt.
Machinist? No. No. Teacher? No. Phlebotomist? Whatever that is. No. Immediate pay for right candidate seeking bright, attractive woman with artistic sensibilities. No prior training needed. Life experience required. Oh, life experience required. Oh, I like the sound of that. Oh, well, that's good. That's very good.
Troy, I understand why you are so desperate to find out what Lindsay did and how much responsibility she had in what Colin did. But the way you're doing it, it's wrong.
It's time for Lindsay to pay.
My brother paid with his life.
Yes, well, I made sure of that, didn't I?
Look, Nora, you know I never blamed you for that. I know you had no choice in what happened to you.
Lindsay isn't going to have any choice in what happens to her.
Okay.
No, once I find out the truth, Nora...
No. I want you to stop now, because I don't want to know.
Okay.
No. Not okay. Not okay. Whatever issues you have with Colin, they're far more complex than I could ever understand. But what I do know is what you're doing, it's wrong. I don't want you doing it for me. Is that clear?
Absolutely, Counselor.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Nora.
Yes.
You forgot something.
Thank you.
I will get the truth out of Lindsay. I guarantee you. With a little help from the pharmacy.
I didn't do this. I'm your mother, and I love you, and as hard as you're finding it to believe, all I care about is your happiness.
Even if my happiness is with Christian.
I told you not to tell Christian that you slept with Al, and you did, and what happened?
He left me.
Exactly. Now, if I really wanted to break you up, I could have told him myself. I could have told him that you were pregnant. I could have. I had every opportunity to do so. But you blurted it out. Maybe if you had listened...
If I had listened to you, I would have been a liar. I don't want to be like you.
I was happy when Christian asked you to marry him. I encouraged you to do that.
I can't even listen to you anymore. I'm going.
Where?
I'm going to go tell Christian I'm not pregnant. This changes everything.
Does it?
What are you saying?
Do you really think that Christian's ever going to be able to get the picture of you and Al out of his mind?
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. But I am definitely not leaving Landview now.
What about Jen?
Well, it's up to her, right? I'm going to back her on whatever decision she makes, but you know what I'm not going to do is walk out on her while she needs me.
What if she doesn't want you, Al?
Come on, you know Jen's not like that.
She doesn't love you.
I know! Listen, if she wants to keep the baby, I am going to be a good father. I am going to be a great father. And if she wants to marry me, I am...
You can never have Jen, ever!
Well, it kind of looks like that thing is winning.
Don't distract me.
Oh, excuse me.
What? I did what you asked, boss. Paloma Sanchez won't bother you again.
Well done.
Can we play a game now?
Well, Star, I finally got Jack to sleep, and when Jack sleeps, I gotta sleep. Night.
Hey, Dad, how about some FaceTime?
Some what?
You know, you and me.
I don't really have time for that right now, Star, because I gotta call Korea and figure out how to put this thing together, and I don't have time for that either. I gotta go down to the Sun. He's doing his big front page story on your little baby brother Jack. Why don't you watch a video or something?
Yes, this is Mr. Manning's secretary. You dropped off your baby with Mr. and Mrs. Manning. Well, they want you to come pick it up now.
Liquid form of phenobarbital is still in the experimental stage. In clinical studies, patients have experienced a profound loosening of inhibitions and increased ability to contact the truth. Yeah, hi. Is the volunteer ready? Great. Can you send her in, please?
Well, at least it worked.
Jen and I are bonded for life, whether you like it or not, okay?
I'll never love you. Yeah? Not after what you did to her.
Well, she'll never be you, baby, not after what you did to her.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I think it's time you told me who your father is.
You're going legit?
That is exactly what I'm telling you.
I just signed up to be part of a medical study. Yours, apparently. Al! Where are you, Al?
Pine Valley, a destination of love, life, and adventure. And you can visit Pine Valley every Sunday for the All My Children Marathon, beginning at 6:30 p.m., 3:30 Pacific. SoapNet, soap watching made easy.